Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. Today we're going to take a look at powering up a power plant in Fallout 76. Why would I want to do that, I hear you ask? Well, there's a few reasons. Firstly, once powered up, you can claim the workshops attached to the front on each so that you can link the fusion core generator up to a power box and start producing fusion cores without the need to build enough generators to produce the 100 power required. Secondly, and it may be why some of you are here, as I will be putting links in my where to get plans video, so hi if you're here from one of my other videos. But on to the most important reason, and that is, of course, each time you power up a power plant, you will get one of the generator plans. So let's roll the bit and, well, we'll go ahead and turn the power on. So, as I was saying, the fusion core generator requires 100 power to operate. The power box here provides 400, so if you run wires to it after you turn the power on, you don't need to do what this guy did and build a fusion generator. So, first up, there are 3 power plants scattered across Appalachia. Poseidon in the forest area, Monongah, which is on the edge of the Savage Divide, and of course that leaves Thunder Mountain way across in the Mire. They range in difficulty in that order. Poseidon is by far the easiest, as for the most part you only have to deal with level 1 to 6 Scorched. The other two you can end up dealing with anything up to level 68 Super Mutants. And to be honest, they play out pretty much the same way, so for today's example, we're just going to use Poseidon. Before you start, however, you are going to want some form of radiation protection for the reactor room. You can find a rad suit in the locker rooms, if nobody else has snagged one. Otherwise, any full set of power armor will do the trick. Or, of course, there's Rad-X as well, although it's not nearly as effective. First off, we're going to start our repairs outside in the cooling towers. It's the fastest way to get the job done because we can simply follow through the order of the cooling system outside, then the generator rooms, then the reactor. This order lets us unlock the lockdown as we go, and it very much avoids backtracking, which just wastes time. When you first start, you'll end up with a pretty general area marker, which can be a tad ambiguous to work out exactly what you're supposed to be doing. What you're looking for is broken equipment and pipes. Pipes will be yellow and black with a crack in them that hisses as steam escapes. If you have directional headphones or surround sound, you can actually use this noise to locate the broken pipes. The broken consoles, on the other hand, don't make quite as much noise, but you can still hear them spark if you listen carefully and you're pretty close to them. The good news is, however, once a section is about half repaired, you will get individual compass markers for the remaining repairs. The downside is, like most markers, if you are in power armor, you can't tell how far away they are or if they're above or below you. Not entirely sure why having a powerful computerized heads-up display in the power armor would end up giving you less information than just using your eyes, but I'm sure Bethesda has their reasons. Once you're done repairs outside, you're going to want to go through the door into the power plant that's connected to the second cooling tower. It's the most convenient way into the generator room. However, on a side note, don't exit via this door once you've powered up the power plant, as the cooling towers spew hot steam once the power plant's on, and yeah, it can kill you. Once inside, head straight down the corridor. There are red signs on the walls if you get turned around while you're clearing random scorched on the way. Be mindful, there are a few turrets, however, on the walls. You can change the targeting parameters of them or switch them off at the security terminal. The security room is pretty much right between the control room and the reactor. Again, there are red arrows on the walls at various locations if you manage to get yourself lost. Now, just like outside, we get a pretty large search area to look for our broken pipes and consoles again. Once half done, it will change to individual targets, but this room is thankfully quite compact and really fast to motor through. The aqua-coloured office with the turrets on the side of it is really close to the security room, so if you get completely turned about, you can just look for where the red lasers are coming from and head there. The room itself is pretty much visible from most of the generator room though. You will notice that there are two states of repair, one that will satisfy the event to let you proceed forward, and the second stage which is 100% repaired. If you click on one of the power boxes attached to various workshops, the power relay substations or the ones attached to the power plant itself, they state that the better repaired the power plant, the more power they provide. So to get the most out of the power grid and get better rewards on completion, it is well worth the extra minute or two that it takes to finish the job to 100%. Once you're done with repairs in the generator room, head for the previously mentioned aqua office, run down the side, and you should be staring directly at a door labelled security. If you're not, try the other side, or worst case scenario, look for and follow the big red arrows on the walls. Security is of course our next stop because part of Poseidon's event is it puts itself into lockdown and seals off various doors around the power plant, both externally and internally, including, you guessed it, the reactor room, which is where we need to get to next. On the terminal, you can end the facility lockdown, the reactor lockdown. You can also fire up a few robots to help deal with the scorched, as well as play with the turret targeting. We need to, in this instance, unlock the reactor. Be warned, however, when you open the blast doors, it's often the case you will be rushed by mobs of scorch from the reactor room itself. And if you haven't cleared the control room next to security, you can find yourself in a bit of a bind where you'll be stuck between scorched coming from both directions. Remember how I said at the start, come prepared with a good form of radiation protection? Well, this is where we need it, as you won't last very long without it. The place has developed some pretty nasty radiation contamination, no doubt care of all the damage we are here to repair. Once again, it's the same drill. Large search area that turns into individual map markers. This room is also quite compact, but you can get turned about with the twisting and winding paths. Once again, here your best friends are your ears for locating broken pipes. Be mindful in the reactor room, a fall from the top in a rad suit will kill you, and landing in a cooling vat in power armor will get you stuck. If you get out, rads will kill you in seconds, and fast travel will most likely be unavailable due to enemy proximity. And yep, I found that one out the hard way. Conveniently, there is a decontamination shower bolted to the entrance of the reactor room, so provided you don't take forever or fall into one of the cooling vats like I did, you shouldn't need more than one rad away to get the reactor room repaired. Just use the decontamination shower once you're done to clear away whatever rads you happen to have picked up. Be careful on this bridge, however. This is the vat that I fell into trying to rush through, miscalculated my jump off of the moving bridge, and in I went. Once done, look for the large red pipe and follow it out. After a short, somewhat dark corridor, you'll find yourself back in the generator room with the aqua office to your right. Head past it, back to security, but this time keep going and you will end up in the control room with a few turrets and scorched. Once they're dealt with, find the control room, restart the reactor, and you're all done. Each time you complete the event, you will get a new generator plan. I've put 4 separate characters through this event now, and I got the fusion generator third time every time, so I don't think it's random. I can pretty safely say it just unlocks them in order. There are a few vendors that you can buy the plans from as well, and I did do a video on which vendors have which plans. Links below if you want to check for prices or any other vendor plan. But that pretty much wraps it up. So if it helped, crush the like button. The more exposure videos like this get, the better chance it's got of helping somebody else. Of course, share it with friends if you just don't want to run this event again yourself. But most importantly, thank you for watching. My name's Azkriel, and I'll see you all next time.